Hi friends, hope you're doing well. I'm Dr. Milind, MD Pediatric from MSOPAL. So today I'm making this video about why so many students fail to get their desirable rank in their PG entrances, be it a NEET PG or NICT exam. So as we say that NEET PG, it's like a race. So here it's not only how you prepare, but it's also very important that how smart do you plan your preparation. Because the students who are brightest mind of India or who are the toppers, it's not like only they succeed, but even the average students can go ahead in this race with their smart planning. So one of the major reason why most of students they fail in this race is because of the wrong planning and division of the subject. Because giving us weightage to the subject that really has an importance is very essential in this planning. So today I am going to share with you a few tips and tricks that how you can divide the subject in high yield and the subject that are going to give you the maximum result. So let's start today's video. So first I'll tell you about one very the video that I already have shared, and some this rank this subject wise analysis of NEET PG 2021 I had done. So I have already released this video, but students who have not seen this video, I'll just tell you in short what I did. So why it is important to divide subject? I mean, you can just, it's not like you can directly start reading any subject and just follow and see what happens next. It is very important to divide subject as per their yield in the exam. So what I had noticed that this exam NEET PG 2021. So the questions in the black are the proposed question by though let me remind you that the NB had not given any such official, but it was given in 2019. That was the last year they had given the subject-wise distribution. So I had just did the comparative analysis as per that year. So as you can see that these green subject first, before going to this slide, I'll tell you about rank building, rank maintaining, and rank deciding subject. So the student who are new to this words, who have not seen my previous videos, I'll tell you how I divided the subject into these three group. So rank building subject are your first and second prop subject mainly: anatomy, biochemistry, physio, patho, pharma, micro, ENT, ophthalm, and pediatrics. So why are these rank building subjects? So what you will see that the students who have good command on this subject will definitely get a rank. They will be pushed in top 20,000 rank. So if you can study this subject well, if you have a good command on this subject, you will get a top 20,000 rank. So why it is so? Because these are the initial six subjects. They are common through all the specialties because it is a MD entrance exam. It's not an exit exam. So these are the subjects which are common for all the specialties. So it is natural that they will ask maximum questions from these subject. Also, this subject forms the basis for other subject. So if you have a good command on the subject, you can answer the question from other subject as well. Now, what are rank maintaining subject? So rank maintaining subject basically our big four: medicine, PSM, surgery, and obs gynae. So why these are rank building subject? Let's say you and your friend and other competitors have answered rank building subject. Now, as I said, that rank building subject, if you are good in rank building subject and your friend is also good in rank building subject, so you both will be pushed in top 20,000. But the person who was not good in rank building subject, he will end up somewhere above 40, 50,000. And you will see if you have rank like 60, above 50, 60,000 in NEET PG, you'll realize your these subjects were really weak. So now you are in top 20,000, you and your friend. So now what are the rank maintaining subject? If you have a good command on medicine, PSM, surgery, and obs, the important topics from this subject, you will stay in top 20,000 after the next evaluation. But your friend, suppose if you don't have a good command on this, then you'll slightly slip to between 20 to 30,000 that rank. So that's why these are called rank maintaining subject, because they maintain your rank in a top range. Now, what are the rank deciding subject? Now, if you have a good command on rank building and rank maintaining, so you are now in top 20. So rank decide subject will decide whether you will end up in top 5,000 or between 5 to 15,000. So you will realize that all the toppers who get a cream rank, they have a very, very good command on the short subject. A lot of students, they tend to omit the subject during their preparation because they think they are not important, like psychiatry, anesthesia, they literally omit it. But they are very easy subject there because they don't change with time. Again and again, repeatedly, you will get the similar kind of questions from those subjects. So that is why they are very important to give them importance as well. Now, a lot of students ask why I put ENT, ophthalm, and pediatrics in rank building subject. If you are thinking about INI, like AIMS has a separate ophthalmology, like Rajendra Prasad, like RPC, you must be aware of RPC. So it has a different ophthalmology section completely. So they get a very, I mean, in INI, you get a lot of questions from ophthalmology and very difficult questions from ophthalmology. Also, pediatrics has in PGI Chandigarh, they have advanced pediatric center, and lot of questions from pediatrics also are asked in INET. So that is why I put them in rank building subject, and you should have good command on this subject. Now you have understood these three category of subject. Now what you will notice that lot of questions are actually asked from your rank building and rank deciding subject. So the question in the black are expected number of questions from particular topic, but a red number of questions are these questions that you can solve actually with your knowledge from this subject. Like for example, 16 questions are expected from pathology, but 21 questions you can solve from exam just by your pathology knowledge. 14 questions are expected from pharma, but 25 questions you can solve using your pharma knowledge. Similarly, microbiology, 14 questions expected, but 21 questions you can solve from the micro knowledge. Now you'll ask me, how can I say this? So these are the questions that were all these questions, the numbers you are seeing in red, these are the number of questions they were discussed by all the respectable faculty from all the classes. And from there, I got this number that like pharmacology teacher discussed 25 questions from NEETPG 2021 recall analysis. And that was his claim that 25 questions from NEETPG 2021 you can solve from pharmacology knowledge. So that is why knowing this subject is very important, your rank building subject. Also, if you see the rank deciding from the psychiatry, it's like it's not changing. So just 3 questions expected, but 7, FMT 10, radio derma 14 and 8. So you can see the number of questions that you can solve from this particular category. So that is why subject division becomes very important. Now, what is the best way to distribute subject? So you should divide, you should keep one small subject and one big subject. One rank building plus one rank deciding, or one rank maintaining plus one rank deciding. As most of you, after the NEET PG was again postponed, a lot of you are again considering changing the strategy, or again rebooting your schedule and doing some changes. So I can advise you that you can add these changes to your timetable. So for example, you can add anatomy with radiology. So if you are reading 10 to 12 hours of theory each day, you can study anatomy for 7 hours and radiology for like 3 hours. Similarly, you can study medicine for 7 hours and dermatology for 3 hours. Why this is important? See, monotonicity is very can be harmful. Like if you just read one subject, then your brain gets bored. And my teacher used to say that changing a subject is the best way to not get bored. So you can couple it with some other short subject. Also, if you read medicine, medicine is like ocean. It's like never ending. So you cannot keep studying medicine for like 10 days. But if you add dermatology in between, so you will finish dermatology in 4 days. You will finish in psychiatry in 4 days. So till the time you finish your medicine, like in 10, 12 days, you would have also completed 2 short subjects. So that gives you a sense of accomplishment during your preparation, which is very important, because a lot of students, they go into depression because they think that they are very far behind in the preparation. So coupling these things can give you that sense of satisfaction as well. Also, it keeps you engaged. Now, what are important points I want to tell about subjects? So whenever you are planning your revision, whenever you are planning your reading, you should keep your rank building and rank deciding subject first. You should start your revision from rank building and rank deciding subject first. Why? Because as I showed you in the previous slide, the maximum questions are going to come from this subject. Also, a lot of questions of medicine can be solved from your pathopharma micro knowledge. A lot of surgery questions can be tackled with your anatomy knowledge. So that is what I feel that and you know the kind of time you need to read PSM, and only 21 questions are expected. Similarly, pathology and pharmacology, microbiology, they also give you the similar yield as compared to PSM. So you can spend more time, and your accuracy in PSM will not be as good as your accuracy in the first and second subject, because they are more of a fact based. So that is why giving more, whenever you start your preparation, you should start with this subject, because these are going to give you the highest yield. So whenever you address your rank building and rank deciding subject, make sure you complete your notes. You read page to page. You do not miss anything from your notes. And also you revise thoroughly. You have to revise this subject well to get a good rank in your PG entrance examination. Third is previous year questions, which we call PYQs. So as you can say, interestingly, the rank building subject, which are your anatomy, biochemistry, physio, patho, pharma, micro. So you will say that this 6 subject, they don't change much with time. Like anatomy has not changed. They cannot add new nerve or new muscle. Biochemistry is also the same kind of questions you get. Physiology, again the same. Patho, same principles. Pharmacology, few new drugs will be asked, but they are not going to ask like 10 new drugs, like 1 or 2. Microbiology, again the same. This COVID-19 they have added, but apart from that, everything is same. So these subjects are like similarly for rank deciding subject like psychiatry, anesthesia, dermatology, you will not see a lot of like major changes. You will see the same kind of questions repeating again and again. So PYQs, do PYQs as much as you can for this particular subject. So we during our time we used to solve as long as like 6 to 8 years from this particular subject, because what additional you can do is when you do these PYQs, add image, search images which can help you in addressing. So doing PYQs for this subject will not only increase your accuracy, but they will also give you a confidence that you are getting more questions right. Also for subject modules, if you want to do, just do for the difficult subject. I advise don't do subject module for this subject because there are too many. You can do PYQs, but if you find that ophthalmology is difficult or physiology is difficult, you can do subject module for the difficult subject. Now you when approach your rank maintaining, when you approach rank maintaining subject, which are your medicine, PSM, ops, gynae, and surgery. So you don't have to read page to page. You can be restricted to important topics because there are a lot of notes. You won't be able to retain everything. You won't be able to. I have released earlier lot of video. There are videos about important topics. I also have released, and there are important topics available on lot of classes website. You can get it from there as well. Also rank maintaining subject have a lot of clinical questions, so you can practice more for clinical questions. You can practice more for clinical scenarios. Nowadays you don't get data based question. You can like practice for ECG for medicine. You can practice like image based question for surgery. PYQs for rank maintaining subject, I believe last 2 3 years would be adequate, because what is current trend that you should follow for, especially for the rank maintaining subject. And whenever you want to do the subject module, you should be very selective for the topics. Like so, for example, in surgery you find salivary glands point very difficult, or urology very difficult, or thyroid you're getting a lot of wrong questions. You should practice surgical MCQs from the thyroid module only, not like whole surgery, because you will have so many MCQs in rank bending subject you won't be able to finish. So summary of what I said till now is, whenever you read your revision, whenever you make a plan for your reading, make sure that you finish the high yield subject first, because at the end you are going to panic, at the end you are going to rush. So make sure you finish your rank building and rank deciding subject first, followed by rank maintaining subjects, important topics, not page to page. So guys, I hope this video gives you some insight about the planning for your exam, and I wish you all the best. If you still have any doubts, let me know in the comment box. I wish you all the best.